Question hai? So the question, okay. What is your question, Shaf?
I have the same question that I had before.
Ji ji.
So going back to the same question, so the subcategory of that question, so on the level of spirituality we were before coming to earth, whatever that process was. So even at that time, could it be possible we were at a certain level to select our that free will, whatever, like to make the decision to come in this form? Was it the level that decided, or was it just arbitrary thing that
Okay, very good question. So
combine Ali Sahib's question too.
No.
So Ali Sahib is saying that we need to explain more the kuliya of willingly or unwillingly.
This what I need to just read it one more time.
Okay. Yeah. So while he's reading, we can go and take your question. So our question is that is it at different levels that we choose to come or not to come, correct?
Like, did we have a certain level at that time
Right.
to make the decision?
So for example, if there was a choice to be born as a king or princess, or there was a choice to become a poor person, why would I choose to become poor or disabled and not prince? So my life would be easy in this world. That's what she's trying to ask.
Yes.
So there are two questions then. So think of a clock again. Between the 6 and the 12, 12 being one with the Imam. To make it easier, at the Alam Arwa, the universe of the soul, there is a treasure with Allah, the universe of the soul. And I'm going to go a little bit on the other side. You know how a lot of people think of the reincarnation? In Islam and Ismaili Tariqah, there is no reincarnation. If that is the case, meaning we are all going in a circle from 6 all the way to 12, and when we come down, we do come in the same circle from the other side, meaning from 12 down to 6. Between the 6 and the 12, you could go from 6 to 12 directly, like Arifin. You may work hard and go from 6 to 3 or 4 or 5, depending on where you are. While you are in this quarter circle between the 6 and the 3, you are like in Jannat but in a jail. You have no free will. If you don't have a free will, you could not be saying, I want to go back. And there is ayat for that. That when they are in that Jannat or hell for them, it may be Jannat, but it may be hell for them compared to the next level, they would say, Ya Allah, could you send me back again, please? And Allah will say, no, I will not send you back. He will not grant them that wish. And Allah will say, if I send you back, you will do exactly what you had done before. You will go there and you will forget and you will do the same sin again. So He will not grant them the free will. He will not. So when will we receive our free will? When we get to that number 3 level, and if you draw a line between 9 and the 3, straight line, a linear line, then on the top of the 3, that is the time that you start to receive the didar. And if you are under the line of the 3, all the way to the 6, you are in a jail. There is no didar. But as you progress, nil by nil, and get to the top of that number 3, you start to see the sunlight, the light of the noor. And from there, you are just starting to progress toward the one with the Imam. And when you do go all the way to number 12, you are back to the Hakikat at the level of the universe of the soul. At that time, you can say, I am at the level where I had started. Meaning, you are granted the free will again. And at that point you can say, if you want, when Allah asks, who wants to go down? And you can say, I wanted to go down. At that level you can say that. Or you can say, I just got here, I want to relax a little bit. It was a long journey. I don't want to go back yet. That is your free will, you can say that. Now why would someone pick to be a king or a rich person or a smiley compared to non-smiley, Muslim compared to non-Muslim, a good healthy man compared to a handicap? So I haven't watched too many Indian movies lately, but if I think of the old movies, where there are mother and the father, they are always like crying and always in a pain and whatever. Can you name some of the movie that I can give example of? Somebody who ever watches a movie.
Like it's painful, that's it.
Very, very painful movies.
Miserable.
But they are high ranked. Okay, I remember one. Will Smith in Pursuit of Happiness. See, we all know that one. Now think of Will Smith. He does a lot of good roles, happy role, comedian role, high-ranking movies. But in this particular movie, he played a role of a father, very unhappy with a small child. But it was just a movie. It was just a movie. And when the movie was finished, or every day he would go home, he'd be okay. It was just the play that he was playing, whatever role he had taken upon himself. The role that we take upon ourselves, it really doesn't matter if the role of James Bond or their father in Pursuit of Happiness. It's just a role. It's only for 4 days. To us, looking from this side, sometimes we think, oh, this person is very happy because he's rich or he's whatever. But from the other side, if you look at it, it's just a 4 days thing. It really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. But when Allah gives you the chance to be a smiley and to be with the Imam or with the knowledge of Imam, what are you saying? I am the responsible for success of this movie. I'm the responsible for the whole Jamaat, for whole family. So you are taking actually more responsibility on this side compared to the other side. And what did Allah says in Surah Rahman? Remember? They will not be asked of anything.
Then on that day none will be asked about his sins among men or jinn.
Would you not rather be there? So who's the lucky one here? Them or us? I would say we are all on the equal ground because we all chose whatever we chose. Because we thought, okay, I wanted to serve the Imam of the time. Or you could say, I want to just be an example for those people who's going to be smileys. So all the humankind, they are here for us as an example. But if we look at them and we never say, thank you, Malabba, for making me a smiley, for granting my wish to become a smiley and being close to you. If we never say that part, when we look at other people, then we are not better. Matter of fact, we are worse. So think about it, just think in your own heart. How many times have you gone out and seen a non-smiley and said, thank you, Malabba, for making me a smiley? How many times have you seen a handicapped and said, Malabba, thank you for giving me health? Or when you see a homeless on the corner of the street, say, thank you, Malabba, for giving me the shelter and a home. So every corner, every person we see is an example for us to learn from. If we don't do that, then we have the chance to earn those extra points to be close to the Imam, but we are not mindful of it. And we do need to be mindful of it. But this is our chance to be there. Or how many times, and this is the last one I'm going to say, then if you want to add, when we see a homeless person, how many times we have prayed for him? Say, Ya Mullah Baba, can you help him out? Because it doesn't matter how much money I give him, he's still going to be right there in the corner of the street without a home. Can you help him out? Do a sifarish. Ask for his mercy. And the mercy will come back to you. It will return to you. Ji.
So let me take you to Jannatul Firdaus. Let's close our eyes and be in Jannatul Firdaus, where Imam is sitting in front of us and we see all his manifestations in front of us. We know all his secrets, all his tajalliyat, everything is known and visible to us. And we are sitting there in so much ishq, so much happiness. And then Mawla says, okay, I am going down. Who wants to come with me? None of us will say, we are not coming. We want to be with you. Mawla, we want to be with you. Regardless if I'm poor, if I'm homeless, in whatever condition, Mawla, if I'm with you, I want to be with you. If you are going down, I'm coming with you. So when we think of our life without the true knowledge, we only see tests, we only see burdens, we only see difficulties. But as soon as we enter into true knowledge, we recognize the blessings, the happiness, the choice we made to come to this world because our beloved is in this world. And I've been blessed with very many teachers. My beloved teacher used to say, whenever we feel like that, because we all are human, we feel that way. Why? Why these tests in my life? Why life is so difficult? Why didn't I get it easy? Couldn't he give me just, why didn't he make it easy for me? You know what he would say? He would say, you are my spiritual empress. What are you talking about? You are my spiritual emperor. And you know what emperor or empress means? The one who nominates or selects kings. If I am the spiritual empress of my Imam, I am the one who can make a king. Do I want to be king? Oh no, I'm above the king. So do we know our own worth? That's why Maula Ali said that you think of yourself as a particle, the whole universe is within you. It's just with true knowledge we understand our worth, our power and abilities. So today if you were to ask me, I would say, oh, I am not this person you see with this, life and this house and this whatever, tests or blessings, whatever. I am the spiritual, the Nurani Shahanshahzadi of my Imam Zaman. So if you think like that, then everything is easy.
So you wanted to be princess? That's what you're saying.
Oh no, I'm above princess. I'm Shahanshahzadi. Princess is below that. So no, I'm not saying I want to be Shahzadi. I want to be Shahanshahzadi. And that is our status, each one of us here. So why would we even, ask that question? We are the ones who were sitting in Jannatul Firdaus. We had the total and full free will, total power. If he is Qadir Mutallaq, meaning to having total control, and if we were all in Jannatul Firdaus, we were one with him, meaning we were Qadir Mutallaq, and we chose. I'll be Ashraf, I'll be Khalil, I'll be Khayal, I'll be Ni'amat. We chose that and we came down. So who are we? Say it. Nurani Shahanshahzadi. So whenever we have that moment of sadness or, feeling like, what is my worth? Say it to yourself. He would say, keep saying it. I am the Nurani Shahanshahzada. I am the Nurani Shahanshahzadi. Think of that worth and then you feel that blessings coming to you.
As your father is the king of the entire world.
There's a beautiful verse. Tera Baba Noor-e Azam, usse tu ek noor hai. If my father is the highest noor, usse tu ek noor hai. I am not a small being. I am Shahanshahzadi. Subhanallah. Thank you. Tera Baba Noor-e Azam, usse tu ek noor hai.
Subhanallah. Any other question?
वो मुझे नहीं समझ में आ रही है, willingly और unwillingly. एक तो वो है सेकंड मुझे ये पूछना था कि लेवल्स में हमने बात करी कि इंसान है, फ्री विल है, फिर फरिश्ता है और फिर फ्री विल नहीं है, उसके बाद आरिफीन है. तो यहाँ पे ये अलाइनमेंट नजर आ रहा है कि मैन और जिन. सो वेयर इज एक्चुअली जिन? व्हाई वी आर नॉट डिस्कसिंग द फोर्थ डायमेंशन ऑफ द सेम थिंग? ये जो फोर्थ डायमेंशन है वो कौन सा डायमेंशन है? क्योंकि अगर इनको मेंशन किया गया तो थोड़ा एलैबोरेट करना चाहिए.
तो जिस तरह से कहा गया कि एंजल्स के बहुत सारे रैंक है एंड वी शुड राइट डाउन द क्वेश्चन हाउ मेनी डिफरेंट काइंड ऑफ एंजल्स देयर आर. तो उसके अंदर हम इसको भी कवर करेंगे. रिमेंबर एंजल्स आर आल्सो वन ऑफ द रैंक ऑफ ह्यूमन. अगर एंजल्स आर वन ऑफ द रैंक ऑफ ह्यूमन देन जिन वुड बी one of the rank of human, right? But it will cover under the angel subject, not under the human subject. कि human subject से जब हम cover करेंगे तो वो सबको एक कैटेगरी में हमने डाल दिया एंजल के अंदर, ठीक है. लेकिन हम जब ह्यूमन उसको करेंगे एंजल्स को तो वहाँ देखेंगे कि क्या एंजल्स सब के सब अच्छे होते हैं या उसमें कुछ बुरे भी होते हैं. आपको यह शक होगा कि एंजल भी बुरे हो सकते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, खाली एग्जाम्पल है अभी, लेकिन दिस नॉट आवर सब्जेक्ट, कि जिस तरह से एक अगर जिब्राइल है या मिकाइल है कि जो हमारे लिए रोज़ी लाता है, जो हमको अकल देता है, लेकिन उसके सामने ही हम देखते हैं कि मौत का फरिश्ता भी है, राइट. तो इसी तरह से हम देखेंगे व्हेन वी डू द पार्ट ऑफ एंजल्स वी विल कवर द जिन आल्सो इन इट. और आपको जिन की जितने भी एट्रीब्यूशन है ना वो आप देखेंगे कुरान के अंदर सूरह रहमान के अंदर एंड यू विल सी दे आर एग्जैक्टली सेम ऑफ ह्यूमन, एग्जैक्टली सेम एज ह्यूमन. गॉड कीप सेइंग ओ यू ह्यूमन एंड जिन, कौन कौन सी नेमतों को जुटलाओगे, मीनिंग दे आर सेम नेमत फॉर इंसान एंड द जिन. So jinn is not too far from insan. They are in the same category. Just our understanding. The word jinn itself meaning unseen. Human, unseen. तो हम कौन से ह्यूमन है जो सीन है, वो कौन से ह्यूमन है जो अनसीन है. तो इंशाल्लाह हम इसको दोनों को कवर करेंगे. गुड क्वेश्चन.
But willingly or unwillingly जो 50,000 का जो ना, I think we need to clarify more. Is there any other question? You want to share, Khayal, now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, just because you said angel is a type of human, right, or like it's sort of linked, but in memoirs of Aga Khan, so Imam Stamshad writes, every individual, every molecule, every atom has its own spiritual relationship with the all-powerful soul of God. But men and women, being more highly developed, are immensely more advanced than the infinite number of other beings known to us. Islam acknowledges the existence of angels, of great souls who have developed themselves to the highest possible planes of the human soul and higher, and who are centers of the forces which are scattered throughout the universe. So sometimes we miss it, but he says that they develop themselves to the highest possible planes of the human soul. So that means they have to start, or they're in the category of human soul, and develop to the highest planes of the human soul, and then higher.
Yeah. So to add to that, if somebody is writing it down, सूरह फातिर 35 नंबर की सूरह है, उसके आप 1, 2, 3, 4 आयतें पढ़ लें कि खुदा किस तरह से फरिश्ते बनाता है.
Subhanallah. That is part of that class, inshallah.
Yeah. So remember कि हर सवाल, anything we can think of and all the things we don't even think of, answer are there already. हमारे दिमाग में सवाल आ ही नहीं सकता है unless there is answer present first. I mean, you see that he just pulled that out of the memoirs, and this Surah Fatir there, and all these ayahs, even the Farman, right?
41:11 ये जो willingly and willingly. 41.
Well, just a couple of thoughts, but it seems free will, at least at this level, when we have Iman, seems to be something which is not surrendered once. Obviously, we say it's repeated. It's like you surrender it
In the stages.
and the next moment you get it back and you do it, again and again and again. I was thinking of a really interesting, just an example. You know, when we have children, there's a ceremony where you give your children to the Imam, or what he says, I give them back to you.
Yes.
So it's like you're surrendering your free will, and it says, I give it back to you, provided that you'll raise them as my own. Meaning that I surrender my free will, my intellect to you. No, you keep the intellect, but raise it like my own intellect, meaning how I would raise my intellect, right? That's an interesting example. But also, if you want to relate this to a daily concept, in dua, right, we say, Sajada wajhi ilayka. So I prostrate my face before you. So obviously it cannot just be in zahir, my physical face. Sajada wajhi ilayka. And the next line, you know the word tawakkul means to rely upon God. If you're relying upon God, it means you've surrendered your free will, right? So first sajada wajhi ilayka wa tawakkaltu alayka. And if you do that, minka quwwati. So once you surrender, your true quwwat will come from sajada wajhi ilayka wa tawakkaltu alayka. Minka quwwati. And now you're my protection. You'll be completely protected from any error, sin, any mistakes, because why? You surrendered your free will to Imam's command, right?
Yeah.
So when we say these two lines, then Sajda wajhi ilayka wa tawakkaltu alayka minka quwwati wa ismati ya Rabbal Alamin should be like powerful that one. Yeah, Rabbal Alamin is like the ending of that prayer.
Subhanallah, beautiful.
And that's our actually the seventh hidden sajda, right?
It's a hidden sajda.
Yeah, hidden sajda.
So Shahnaz, remember that Ginan? Share me the link again. This Ginan we talked about. I'm going to share with everybody because that's something, if you read it superficially, it shakes you. How can that be? What you heard today about Peer, how can that be? And the story is in the detail actually in that Ginan. So I'll share the link with everybody. Read that and then understand that when you walk in His will, then everything, there's no sins. And how can they be? So it's an amazing Ginan to read by Pir Sadaruddin. And he's talking about him. 3 Jamaats. It's a beautiful Ginan. So Shahnaz found it for us. I had read it long time ago and we were not able to find it. And this time she found it and I'm like so grateful to her. So we'll share the link with everybody. So if you have no question, then we'll end it here today. Alright? Okay. So this month we will request everybody to come on time if we can, please. We want to start as soon as possible, 6:10.